Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today we are covering the abs and we're going to be learning absolutely everything about the abs so you guys can get abs, because that's probably why you've clicked on the video, right? Hey guys, so I thought I'd just butt in quickly, sorry about that, but if you are wondering what the clothes I am wearing in this video, and if you do like them, well, there's a link in the description and you can get yourself 15% off them with the code. I just work out in Versaform pretty much every single time I work out because they're just so comfortable, and also they look really sick on you, and especially when recording, that's just ideal for me. And that's pretty much it, so get back to the video. So, rule number one, I'm in my sister's room and we're not going to be having any of these. If we want abs, we're going to be throwing the chocolate out the window, we're going to be throwing all the bad dietary habits out the window, because if you want abs, the number one rule is to be in a caloric deficit. That means you're going to be burning more calories than you're consuming, so therefore you're going to be dropping weight, dropping body fat. The primary place that we do store body fat is right here in our abdomen. So people are like, how do I reduce body fat in my belly? Well, you can't actually target body fat reduction, but you can most likely reduce it in your abdomen, because that's pretty much the first place to store it. So yeah, everyone actually has abs, we just can't see them. So yeah, the number one rule is to a nice, clean, healthy diet. Anyway, so yeah, as we covered, rule number one, diet has to be good. I can cover a whole diet video if you want, just comment that down below. Secondly, we're going to get straight into the exercising now. So firstly, we're going to be covering the abs. We have lots of different muscles, it's not just the rectus abdominis. That's kind of what everyone looks for in the abs, but we actually have different muscles like the transverse abdominis, rectus, as I just said, our obliques, internal and external. We also have our serratus up here. We have so many different muscles, and we can also incorporate like the erector spinae, which is on our back, our pelvic floor muscles, our glutes even. All these muscles intertwine, work at once to stabilize our core and just keep us nice and tight during lifts. Anyway, we're going to be focusing on like 5 primary ones. So we're going to start off with breathing anyway. So it's completely disregard all the muscles. We're going to go on to breathing, because it's very important the way you breathe before you can even start exercising. So on the contraction phase, on the concentric movement, when we're going to be most likely crunching up or flexing our hips up, we want to be breathing out. And then on the eccentric, breathe in. Honestly, if you pause the video right now and feel your abs when you'll feel them automatically contract, and therefore you're going to get a better contraction when we're actually performing our lifts. So breathing is such a big technique. Big technique number 2 before we even start exercising is I want you to contract your transverse abdominis, basically a sheet around the bottom of your abs. And the way you do that, you can probably most likely see it in the videos. I've just pulled my abs in tight and then initiate your crunch or sit up or plank or whatnot. You're basically going to be getting that much more of a contraction and that much more development of your abs, and a lot of people just go up and down without focusing on your abs and what you're contracting and what muscles you're using. If you do use these 2 techniques, breathing and contraction, prior to doing the sit-up, you'll definitely feel a nice deeper and more meaningful stretch, and you know, you'll be a lot more sore as well in the morning. So we're going to the main muscles now to get yourself a nice looking six-pack. So we're going to be targeting the abs from all different directions today, just to make sure that nice tailored fit happens. So we'll start off with the rectus abdominis, that nice six-pack that you're all after. So as we can see, the muscle fibers run up and down of these. So I have 6 personally, or do I have 8? I don't know, but most of us have either 4, 6, 8, 2 of them that show predominantly. However, we all have them. Therefore, we're going to be wanting to contract our muscles in that fashion. So that's why we see a lot of people doing sit-ups, crunches, because they're following that fiber direction. So we can target our upper abs or lower abs in different kind of ways. So if you are lacking lower ab development and you just can't see them, but you can see your upper abs fine, you most likely are going to be wanting to do a lot of leg raises and leg crunches and mountain climbers and whatnot. The reason being is because if we are flexing at the hip, there's a greater contraction of your lower abs. And therefore, to target our upper abs, we're going to do this exactly the same principle. Instead of hip flexion, we're going to be flexing our upper torso. And therefore we're going to get just a greater contraction of those upper abs. You can feel it, you can test it out, you can pause the video if you want and just have a little feel, but just remember, contract those transverse abdominis and focus on your breathing as well. As you can see by this video, you can notice my breathing technique is perfect. You can notice the transverse abdominis contracting prior to the lift. Basically, all we're going to have to know about the rectus abdominis. Of course, you can do lots and lots of different variations of this lift as long as you're safe your back is touching the ground at all times. You can come up with so many different variations. That's why knowing how muscles contract, the direction of the fiber types, and just overall knowledge of the muscle prior to training it is just going to influence your workout so much more. You're just going to get so much more out of it. Anyway, so going on to the next muscle group, we have got our oblique. Now, as I said, we've got our internal and external obliques as well. Obviously, the external ones are the ones that are going to be contracting downwards, and the internal ones are facing the opposite way, diagonally upwards, and they're going to be the extending ones. We're going to be following that fiber type, and therefore we're going to be crunching upwards. And the trick with this one is to lead with your armpit, trying to get that armpit to your hip. You know, if you've never done this, it's going to be extremely hard. You can come up with other variations such as the side plank. We're going to be targeting our side, and that's where the obliques are located, on our side. So we can be doing plank dips. What else can we be doing? We can just be holding a side plank. You can be doing mountain climbers, but contract diagonally to hit our obliques a little bit more than our rectus. There's so many different variations you can do. As long as you know that fiber type and you're moving the muscle in that direction, you're going to be targeting it, and that's all you really need to know. So there's also ways that you can incorporate pretty much all of your core at once, and you can do different variations, so such as the Russian twist, and we've engaged our core. We're going to be working our rectus abdominis and also our obliques when we're Russian twisting. And there's also exercises such as the plank into crunches, so we're going to be crunching up, flexing our hip and touching our toes, and there's just so many different variations to incorporate our oblique, just our overall core muscles as one. You know, this is going to be working our stabilization, our transverse abdominis, our metaphysis, and just all the other supporting muscles for core stability. But anyway, that's pretty much the summary of the abs. I hope you've learned how the muscles contracting, the job of each muscle, some variations on each exercise so you can mix it up a little bit. And hopefully you just have a better understanding of how you're going to achieve those abs that you want to be showing. I just hope you have a general knowledge now of the abs, a little bit more in depth than you used to have. And you know, this is really going to help you later on. The main focus from today's video is obviously just knowing that fiber direction and coming up with an exercise that follows it. So you can literally target any muscle you want in the body, like a bicep curl. The fibers run up and down. Therefore, we're going to be contracting it up and down. But that's a bad example because you can only flex and extend your elbow that direction. So that's a poor example. I'm so sorry. Anyway, you get the idea. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Remember to check out Versa in the description down below. And apart from that, I think I've covered pretty much everything to do with abs that I want. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Comment down below what you thought of the video and if it helped, what I should have done to improve it, I guess. I just love reading the comments. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.